Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the biggest fads in the past few decades. 20 to 30 years ago, these things were everywhere. Just like Amazon delivery trucks and videos hating on Concord are everywhere today. Let's take a trip down memory lane and talk about these old popular items. First up, let's talk about lava lamps. Picture this. It's the 1960s, and the counterculture movement is in full swing. Peace signs, psychedelic music, and what's that glowing in the corner? A lava lamp. These quirky, mesmerizing light fixtures became synonymous with the 60s and 70s. It wasn't just a lamp, it was the statement piece in your home. The slow-moving blobs of colored wax floating up and down were the vibe, just like Netflix and pizza nowadays. But it wasn't just hippies who were into them. Lava lamps became super popular, even making their way into mainstream homes. For years, they were the symbol of cool. If you were having a party in the 70s, you had to have one. But like all good things, the novelty wore off. As new trends took over, the lava lamp slowly started to fade into obscurity. Sure, you can still find them in some novelty stores like Spencer's or in the odd college dorm room, but they've gone from being a must-have to a nostalgic relic of another time. Now, let's move on to something that really had everyone scratching their heads back in the 70s: pet rocks. Yes, you heard that right. In 1975, a man named Gary Dahl came up with the brilliant idea to market smooth stones as pets. For only a few dollars, you could take home your very own pet rock, complete with a cute little box and an instruction manual on how to care for your new friend. The genius behind it? No feeding, no walking, no mess, just a rock. And, believe it or not, people loved it. This was the era where novelty items were at their peak and pet rocks were an instant hit. At first, everyone thought it was hilarious. Who wouldn't want the most low-maintenance pet ever? But like many fads, it was a flash in the pan. By the end of 1976, the pet rock craze was already over. The joke had run its course, and the world collectively moved on, leaving the pet rock to gather dust, literally and figuratively. Jumping ahead to the late 90s, we find ourselves in the era of Tamagotchis, the digital pets that took the world by storm. If you were a kid in the late 90s or early 2000s, chances are you either had a Tamagotchi or knew someone who did. These little egg-shaped devices housed a digital pet that you had to feed, clean up after, and even discipline. It beeped constantly, demanding your attention, and if you didn't keep up, your Tamagotchi could die, which, for a 10-year-old, was pretty traumatic. But for a while, Tamagotchis were the ultimate playground status symbol. Everyone wanted to show off how long they'd kept theirs alive. It could be related to how a few years to a decade later, people collected Pokemon cards and wanted to show the new ones they got to people as well. The Tamagotchi fad was intense, but like many tech-based trends, it burned out quickly. After a few years, the novelty of taking care of a needy digital pet started to wear thin, and people moved on to the next big thing. Today, Tamagotchis are remembered fondly as a nostalgic throwback, but they've long since been overtaken by smartphones, gaming consoles, and other more advanced distractions. So, what happened? Why did these fads fade away? Well, the truth is, most fads have a shelf life. They're fun and exciting when they first hit, but over time, people either get bored, new technologies take over, or the novelty just wears off. Lava lamps, pet rocks, and Tamagotchis. Each of these had their moment in the spotlight, but like all trends, they eventually lost their appeal. Still, there's something charming about looking back at these quirky moments in pop culture. It makes you wonder, what are the fads we're obsessed with today that might be forgotten tomorrow? Let me know in the comments which of these fads you remember. or if there are any others you think should make a comeback. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more nostalgic trips down memory lane. Until next time.